Welcome to the lesson that will demonstrate how to set up My Projects so that you can show off all your fabulous work. If you go to the second slide and click on the example, you can see how I transformed that unit to reflect my personality and my interests. So I changed the theme, I added different images, and I actually added a second slide because I have so many projects. So it's set up to where if you click on one of the images, it will go to a unit that I created. And in this case, it's a video. And here are a lot more other projects. Some click to websites. Here's an example of one that will click to a Google drawing that I created on endangered animals. So let's go ahead and get started. If you want to go ahead and change the template, you would go to Slide, Change Theme, and then you can come over here and pick a theme that you want. So let's say you want this one. So go ahead and play around with that. And I'm going to go ahead, if you want to change these images, you can do that as well. We're going to focus on setting up these to link to projects that you've created. So to stay organized, go to your Google Drive. Make sure you're in the correct account. I'm going to go to a student account. I'm going to click on the drive. And I'm going to create a folder called My Projects. So I will go up to the top, choose New, Folder, My Projects. I'm going to go ahead and right-click and choose Share, Advanced, and I'm going to change it from private to public because I want anyone to see the stuff that I create. So anything that you add into this folder will be viewable because you're changing it to public. And click Save and then Done. I might right click and change the color of the folder. And now what I need to do is I need to get all the projects that I want people to see into this folder. I'm even going to add my projects, this unit right here, into my projects folder. So I will go ahead and click on it and drag and drop it in there. That way, when I share this unit, people will be able to see my work. So let's say you want to get items from your Google Drive onto this My Projects. What you're going to do is you need to get them into the My Projects folder to stay really organized. So I just so happen to have some material in my online portfolio folder. If I go to middle school and I go to computer design, I have a videos folder. So I don't want to transfer these to that folder because I need to keep them organized in this folder. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select both of these. I'm going to right click and choose Make a Copy. Now I'm going to expand my drive so that I can see my projects. I'm going to take those two copies and I'm going to drag them into my projects. I will click OK when this window pops up. Now when I go to my projects, here they are. You might right click and choose Rename. I'll call this Photo Techniques My Projects so I know it belongs in that folder. And I'll do the same with this one and rename it to stay organized. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click. This happens to be a video that shows you how to color a car in Photoshop. So I will right click and choose Get Shareable Link. I will go to my projects. I will select one of these boxes. I will choose the hyperlink and I will right click and choose Paste and then Apply. I now need an image to reflect what it is. It's Photoshop, so maybe I'll go ahead and get a Photoshop icon. So I will select it. I will go to the top and choose Replace Image, search the web. I will type in Photoshop. I will select it and choose Replace. So now when someone comes in and they click on that and they open up the project, they can see what you've done. As you can see, the video is still processing, so be patient. Here's another example that's a video to photography technique. So I will right click and I will choose Get Shareable Link. I will return. I will set up the hyperlink by clicking on Insert Link, right click and paste and apply. I will go to the Replace Image, click on the drop down menu, search, and I will type in a camera. I changed it to photography to find a better image. So I'll select this one and choose Replace. You will want to make sure that you change the title. In this case it would be Photoshop. This one is going to be Photography. So you want to continue adding projects into this folder. I did want to point out when I go to my drive, I happen to have a website. So here it is, With my website open, I'm going to go ahead and click on the drop-down menu and choose View Published Site because that's the link that you want to show. I will select it. I will right-click that hyperlink and choose Copy, Return. I will set up the hyperlink and change the image. So I typed in computer to get a computer to represent my website. So I'll select this image and choose Replace and be sure to change the name to Portfolio. I will continue to add content to my projects in Google Drive. So I happen to have some more videos on my desktop, so I will choose New, File Upload, go to the folder that has those videos. So I happen to have some time-lapse videos. I will go ahead and select one and hold the Control key to get the other videos that I want to add. Once I've selected them, I will choose Open and add that content to my projects. I will then continue to set up these images. Do keep in mind that when you add content to Google Drive, it might take a while for it to process. Do make sure that you go to the first slide and change your name. So let's say I'm Julie, I will type that in. Probably the last name if you're going to share this with your teacher. To share it with your teacher, go to the upper right corner, click on the Share option, Advanced, make sure it says public, and then you're going to right-click on this URL, copy it, send it to your teacher by email or another method that your teacher might provide for you to share the link. This concludes the session on how to set up my projects, showcasing all your fabulous work. Until next time, you have a wonderful day.